Hello, I'm Lauren Farrah for Eastside Update, and this is the news. Today's stories are about feeding a growing neighborhood and pedal power. We have another culinary tale for you today about a man from California who came to Nashville by way of Hawaii. Paul Wright, now executive chef of the Eastland Cafe, forewent life in paradise to study cuisine here in town and ultimately create a menu for the neighborhood.
How y'all doing? My name is Paul Wright. I'm the executive chef at Eastland Cafe here in East Nashville, Tennessee. Well, I was born in San Diego, California, a little town called Escondido. Spent 25 years of my life in San Diego. Growing up there, it was pretty nice, man. You had the beach, you had, fresh everything. During the winter, you can drive an hour and a half and go snow skiing. There's a lot of fun stuff there, and I thought 25 years was enough of my time. Moved to San Francisco. So after San Francisco, I moved to Hawaii and ended up meeting my wife there. We spent about a year in Hawaii and then moved here to Nashville. So we moved here in 2008. I started here at Eastland Cafe in 2009, working with Hal Holden Bache. How you doing, man? I hope you're watching this. He left about 2 years later, and then I took over executive chef here at Eastland Cafe. I just try to bring in as much local product as I can when it's available. Just kind of putting my, Southern Cal twist on Southern food. So I have some field peas coming in today. Man, we're gonna do this field pea cake. It's done with a bunch of different peppers and onions and garlic, and man, they are magical. So one of the items that's always been on the menu since I've been here is my gnocchi. I started making it when I was about 18 or 19. It's almost like therapy making gnocchi for me, with the roasting and the forming of the dough and rolling it out and all that. I love it. I probably make it about 4 times a week. It's very versatile, and I'm able to use a lot of Greenland Farms product with my gnocchi. So it's very versatile, and that's one of the staples here on our menu is that gnocchi dish. That iceberg wedge is a pretty southern salad. It's just a wedge of iceberg with a blue cheese dressing that we make here, and some red pepper jam that we also make here, and it gets some fried green tomatoes. And who doesn't love fried green tomatoes? Starting here in this restaurant really opened my eyes to cooking for a neighborhood, and that really. So if you like eating local ingredients as far as vegetables and proteins are concerned, you should come try out Eastland Cafe. It's a great restaurant. It's got a really cool energy here, and I believe you will enjoy it. Thank you.
Be sure to take time and visit Eastland Cafe at the corner of Chapel and Eastland to enjoy Chef Paul Wright's locally sourced, freshly finished creations. Now we turn to man in the field, Marc at the Shelby Avenue Bicycle Company at 17th and Shelby in East Nashville, where he spoke to owner Austin Bowman about exploring Nashville on your own power.
Thanks, Lauren. Marc here, talking to Austin Bowman about buying, maintaining, and taking tours on bicycles, all things bicycles. And he kept rattling on about enjoying yourself, safely wearing all the right safety gear. Listen, I've been riding a bicycle since I was a little kid, and I'm still here talking to you. I didn't need some high-tech helmet or stretchy pants to ride my bicycle safely. So I'm going to go scoot off here right now on my bicycle like a man and take a ride around Shelby Park while you listen to what Mr. Safety had to say about the joys of bicycling.
Hi, I'm Austin Bowman, and this is Shelby Avenue Bicycle Company right at the corner of Shelby and 17th. I grew up in Tiger, Georgia, which is in North Georgia. And then I went to school in Nashville, and so I've been here since 2002. So I feel like I also grew up in Nashville. Graduated from school, I biked cross country with a roommate of mine, and so we biked, we did about 4,000 miles one summer, raised money for kids' cancer research, and after I got off my bike, I thought, well, that was fun. I think maybe I could get other people biking and do something similar, so kind of one thing led to another, and that's how I ended up in a bike shop 15 years later. Yeah, so a long time ago in 2009, I started a courier service, and we were just delivering packages on our bicycles, and so we would deliver everything. That kind of morphed into the bike shop. Our other shop is downtown on Jefferson Street. It's kind of named after the courier service, which was called Green Fleet Messengers. The idea was it was sustainable to deliver things on a bike, send a bike, replace a car. So, and we kind of feel that way at the bike shop too, because anytime somebody rides their bike, they're not driving a car, and that kind of makes the whole neighborhood better. Before the pandemic, a big part of our business was people that were visiting Nashville because they would come here and ride bikes, and they didn't bring a bike, so they would rent one from us. And then as soon as the pandemic happened, that just all paused. So we sold all our rental bikes to folks in the neighborhood. It's a different business model than it was last year, for sure. So this is a helmet, which for some people are optional. I always tell people, if you have kids, if you are a kid, or if you're interested in being safe, you should wear a helmet. So it's important for them to be strapped on. You want it to be, you know, in front of your head. You don't want to wear your helmet around like this, you know, because you want to protect yourself against any impact in the front or the back or the side. And then if you do have an impact, you want to replace your helmet, save yourself an expensive trip to the hospital. Confidence as a cyclist will make you a lot safer. So being predictable on the road, riding in the middle of the road. A lot of people ride far to the right, and that's not very safe because a driver might not see you in their peripheral vision. So if you're right in the middle, even though you might not feel as safe, have confidence and know that that driver, if they can see you, they're definitely not gonna hit you. Bright colors, don't wear a black shirt like this if you're out at night. You can wear something bright. Be fun, you know, wear a bright colored helmet. So we do everything bicycles at the shop. If you have any question about a bicycle, you can call us or email us. Right now we're curbside, so everything's happening outside with customers, but anything inside we can bring out to you. We sell all the accessories, we sell new bikes, and then we fix bikes. So it's always free to get an estimate. Just come by with your bike and we can give you an idea of how much it'll cost and how long it'll take. Everybody's favorite question on the phone is, how much does it cost to get my bike fixed? Which is a hard one to answer unless we see your bike. So we love it if you can just come by with your bike. We're gonna open a toy store on the corner of Porter and Greenwood across from Southern Grist. And so we're hoping to do that this fall, but it might be first of the year. We're not sure yet. We're working on. There's a lot of people bought their first bicycle at a toys store that, you know, Toys R Us or Walmart or somewhere like that. And so we want to give people a neighborhood place where you can go and kind of remember what it's like to be a kid. Or if you are a kid, you can just enjoy being a kid. Hi, I'm Austin. If you're not on a bike, we want you to be on a bike, and we think you'll be happier on a bike. So come down to Shelby Bicycle and we'll set you up.
Hey, Lauren. I had a little accident. It's not what it looks like, and it's not operator error. It's the potholes at Shelby Bottoms. Somebody needs to do a story on that. Get the producers over there. Some attention, some eyes on it. Anyhow, if you feel like you need to wear some safety gear, go ahead. It might not hurt. In the meantime, all news is worthy. You're all worthy of all the news. Back to you in the studio, Lauren.
Thanks, Marc. I hope you got some mercurochrome for those cuts and bruises. Thanks for tuning in to Eastside Update. Be sure to tune in every Sunday for Cowboy Keith's Fireside Chat and all of our other exciting programs we have coming up on the Eastside Update Network. I'm Lauren Farrah. That was the news, and now you know a little more than you did before. Until next time.